I went out today. It was Monday. I only scheduled myself for 6 hours, from like around 10 to 6. So got out a little bit early and right away I did get the $6 for 6 plus for 1.7 miles, Prineville coffee. It was probably ready. Delivered by 10:11 and got there at 10:07. So 4.50 tip. That's pretty good actually, really. So 10:07. Here's the problem around here lately. It took me 45 minutes to get another order, and I know it's the morning and I know it's Monday, but it's just strange around here nowadays. So we took this one. Delivered by 11:07. Got there at 11:07. So 4.75 tip. Good on them too. Really, it was worth it. So it's 11:07, and then almost like 15 minutes later, 17 or 20 minutes, or I don't know, a long time. 5:25, 1.6 miles. Pick up at McDonald's. What's funny is I remember this order. I went to McDonald's and I saw this old. He's not an old man, but I'm sure we're probably the same age, so maybe he is. But he's a guy in town. He's done like over 12,000 deliveries in this town, so he's been around, And we were talking, we were chatting up a bit, and I actually got this order while I was sitting right next to him, which I thought was weird. And but he was talking. We were talking about how slow it was. I said, "Man, it's slow." He's like, "Yeah, well, coming up with excuses like, a payday comes for most people, next week, and they're getting ready for the holidays, and kids are gonna be off for a week, and but whatever, it's just slow." But anyway, he mentioned to me that he fell out of platinum, and I know why, because we're getting these orders that are like $2 all the time now, so it's kind of hard. I mean, and he's good on him for not doing it. He just said, "Fuck that, I'm not taking those." And he has platinum passes. So why don't you use those? And he just kind of chuckled it off. And I had to go get my food anyway. So let's see, delivered by, they weren't even ready actually when I got there, but like a minute later they were. So delivered by 11:36, 11:34. It's good enough. 3.25 tip, and that's fair. So it's 11:30. Um, cool. Did I really get an order right away? I think I did. Yeah, or 11:34, 663, 2.5 miles, 3 items. Should be easy. They're easy. I forget what it was, but didn't even need a cart or a bag. So delivered by 11:56. Got there 11:54. Customer added a $5 tip, so that's cool. So that ended up being a $9 tip total. Yeah, it's cool. They didn't even have one of her items. She just said, "Nah, just refund it." So pretty good. I felt pretty good about that. At least we're kind of keeping on pace for, just barely what you make around here. So it's 11:54. 11:55, I get this 5.50 for 2.2 miles, 7-Eleven. We'll do that for sure. Delivered by 12:07, got there at 12:05. 3.50 tip, good on you. 12:06, get an order right away. Really sucks, but 11:38 for 10.4 miles. Ray's food place and grocery store just went online in town. 4 items, we're not doing that, so that was a bummer. Delivered by 12, well, we didn't do it anyway, so 12:06. Then I got this $4 for 2.2 miles, and it's not ideal, not perfect, but a lot better than that last order. And they're probably ready to deliver by 12:18. Got there at 12:18, so $2 tip. We kind of knew that, barely worth it there, but the way orders are coming through, you almost got to start taking some of those, even if they're borderline. So it's 12:18 now. 12:42. Look at that. That's a long time between $4 and $5 deliveries. I'll tell you what, man. 4.25 though, for 0.5 miles. Bees teriyaki. It's funny because I was moving from the spot I'm at. I was just gonna go check out and see if the carts were open. They weren't open earlier in the day, or on time anyway. So, and I got an order when I was driving right by it. So, delivered that by 12:51. They're almost always on time. Yeah, 12:47 we got there. 2.25 tip. It wasn't really that far, so that was cool. 12:47, 101. So almost about 15 minutes later. 8:46 plus 2.1 miles, 11 items, 15 units. Man, they're really getting me with these pluses though. I didn't get this screenshot, but it ended up being, Well, let's take a look at what time I got there. Delivered by 1:32 on that, but it doesn't matter because I got an add-on while I was in the store. So, then deliver everything by 1:43 at this point. 717 plus additional 1.1 miles. Definitely take that, especially the way things are now. 6 items there. No biggie. So, deliver everything by 1:43. Got there at 1:43. The tip on this one was $6. The tip on the other one, or ended up being, I don't know what the tip was because I couldn't get the screenshot. My app kind of dropped. It was around $11 or $12. It was almost basically a dollar an item, which is kind of the minimum I like to go for, but it wasn't anything special. But so it's 1:43 right now. 2:11. Yeah, so 15, 25, over 25 minutes, almost half an hour. Waiting, 4:25, 1.3, Tony's Tacos, a food cart right in that place I just got the beef teriyaki from. Delivered by 2:21, got there at 2:18. They're almost always on time. It's crazy. 2:25 tip was pretty short drive, so 2:18, 2:32. So we're looking at almost, another 15 minutes there. 5:25. 1.4 miles, Tony's Tacos again. That's cool. I'll take that. Delivered by 2:44. Got there at 2:39. That's just an example of Tony's being on time. It's beautiful. So 3:25 tip. Good on them. It wasn't really that far. So 2:39. 2:50. Yeah, it turned to 11 to 21 minutes. And this is finishing up my 5th hour right here. And I'm getting ready to kind of call it. But when I leave McDonald's, I get a McDonald's. So, yeah, 2 minutes later. As you can see, I'm going away from it. But, yeah, so 475, 1.4 miles. We'll take that. Delivered by 3:03. Got there at 3:01. So 275 tip. That's pretty good. It wasn't really that far, The thing, I have to get volume to really make a good day in this town, Anyway, we'll get to that tomorrow because I got a challenge tomorrow, which I'm going to make. I promise. We're going to go 8 hours. Me and dashing into 40s are going to have a little competition. Not a competition. We're just going to try and compare our markets on a Tuesday. And I figured let's do it on a Tuesday so it motivates us to stay out for 8 hours. Because I'm a little worried about it, to be quite honest. Not beating him or anything, but killing my brain by sitting out there for 8 hours if it's bad. So, and then at this point, it says 15 to 25 minutes. So I'm definitely going to shut this down for the day. I think I got home and did it 3:03. Yeah, waited a couple more minutes, and then so that was the day. Almost, or 79, 62. 5 hours, 10 minutes. Let's break that down. DoorDash pay 28 and DoorDash tips 51. That extra $5 helped a lot, but who cares how it comes, So that's actually not a bad ratio. What I don't like, dash time 5:13. Completed deliveries is only 12. I'm just not getting enough deliveries. But if you want to break down the math there, it ends up only being $15 an hour, a little bit over. Good thing is I only drove like 33 miles on this day. But it's a good thing, but I'd rather put in 60 miles and make more money. So, anyway, challenge coming tomorrow. We both get to pick our own blocks. We just put 8 hours in, however you want to do it. Mine's going to be early in the day to around this time or 4 o'clock maybe. So, I don't really like driving at dark or at night. So, but we'll see how that goes. Hope you all started off your week pretty good. Talk to you tomorrow. Peace out.